In this video, we'll show how to use the XLOOKUP function and show why XLOOKUP is better than VLOOKUP. To get started, I've imported several CSVs of data from the US Census into Row 0. Row 0 is a next-gen spreadsheet built for big data, and it's significantly more powerful than Excel and Google Sheets, so it's great for doing XLOOKUPs on big data sets. In this particular sheet, I have every US zip code and its corresponding county code, and I'm going to join this with another sheet to connect and enrich this data. First, I'll explain what I want to do, and then I'll show how to do it with an XLOOKUP. So I want to look up a given county code in my county data and find the corresponding county name. And I can do that with XLOOKUP. So I'll start typing in equals XLOOKUP, hit tab to autocomplete it, and I'll get some information about the function. It says search for a value in the lookup range and return the corresponding value from the return range. And it has a walkthrough of everything I need right here. So I'm going to look up a key. So this is the key value to look up, this county code. And my lookup range is the county codes in this other sheet. And the return range is the county name. And then these last three arguments are optional. Typically, I will just put in double quotes here, which is return a blank if nothing is found. Hit enter, and it's going to return Jefferson County. So again, it looked up 01073 in this lookup range and found this in the return range and returned Jefferson County. So now let's see how that compares to VLOOKUP. So we'll try VLOOKUP in the next cell right here. So equals VLOOKUP, hit tab, it'll autocomplete and give us some information about the function. So it says searches for a value in the first column in the given range and returns the value in the same row from the specified column. So let's see if we can do this with VLOOKUP. So we're going to look up the same key. Notice it's the same county code, so if we do it correctly, it should return the same county name. So let me go look at my table range. And I'm going to run into a problem here because I need to look up only in the first column, so I need the county code to be in the first column. So I can't use VLOOKUP with how this sheet is currently set up, so I'm going to have to adjust the sheet. So let me just escape out of here, and I'm going to have to move county code over. And now that it's in the first column, I'll be able to use VLOOKUP in order to look up the county name. So let's try it. Right, so equals VLOOKUP, this is my key, get my table range, which is just this guy here, and the return index is how many columns I need to count out in order to get my return value, so 1, 2, and I have to type in false in order to get an exact match, hit return, and it returns Jefferson County as expected. Now, one important consideration is if you are interacting with your data, let's say you're adding columns, deleting things, and then you go back, you'll notice I lost my VLOOKUP, but my XLOOKUP is fine. That's because VLOOKUP is a lot more rigid and it depends on things not really changing. And so it's looking for what's in the second column, and now name is in the third column. Whereas with XLOOKUP, it just looks up a given column and returns a given column, so you can move your data around and it's still going to work just as expected. So let's turn it up a notch and look at dynamic XLOOKUP across pivot tables. So I've imported a data set from Snowflake, and it's a pretty large data set. It's about 7 million rows of every US flight over the course of 1 year. And I've built a pivot table to look at flight cancellations, and it looks at each airport and the number of canceled flights and the cancel rate. And I have a hypothesis that the cancel rate is going to be higher with early morning flights, and I want to test that. So I'm going to copy this pivot table, paste it over here, and I want to put a filter on this pivot table. So double click in, and I'm going to put departure time is going to be before 8 a.m. Okay, and you can see these cancel rates look much higher. And what I want to do is I want to do an XLOOKUP to join these two tables and pull the filtered cancels over into this table and compare. So we can add equals XLOOKUP. I'm going to look up, you can see it's looking up an entire column here because it's a data table. So it's going to look up the departing airport, and this is my lookup range. See, again, it selects the whole column. And I want to return the number of canceled flights from this pivot table that has a filter before 8 a.m. And I want to return nothing if it doesn't find anything. And so pulled that over, and now this will be cancels before 8 a.m. And let's see what percent of the cancels this is. It looks like it's going to be very high. Yep, and you can see it's almost all cancels are happening in those early morning flights. So that's pretty interesting to see. And that was very easy to do with XLOOKUP. And this is dynamic, so if I go and edit this table, let's say instead of before 8 a.m., I say after 1800, everything dynamically updates. You can see these cancel rates are super low, and very, very few flights are getting canceled in those late evening flights. And so again, that's interesting to see, but really here just demonstrating the XLOOKUP can be really dynamic, and these are things you just can't do with VLOOKUP. So let's review. There are a number of reasons why XLOOKUP is better than VLOOKUP. It's simpler and easier to use. It's faster, especially with big data sets. As we saw earlier, it's very flexible, so column order doesn't matter. You can add, remove, and move columns, and it works just fine. XLOOKUP works with data tables, so in row 0 you can XLOOKUP across pivot tables and connected tables. It's a convenient way to connect dynamic data in a spreadsheet. XLOOKUP can easily handle multiple criteria using expressions, and XLOOKUP can also search both vertically and horizontally, so columns and rows. So it actually replaces both VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. As we saw earlier, row 0 makes it very easy to do XLOOKUPs with big data sets. You can try row 0 for free at row0.io and see why row 0 is the best spreadsheet for big data.